These does will not leave. They can't quite figure out what I am. And they just keep coming back and looking. Been sitting here for like 20 minutes. Well, it's November 11th. I'm here on some Oklahoma Public. About 8 o'clock in the morning. I haven't been up here but about 30-45 minutes. Got back here super late. The spot that I hunt is, it's by the lake, and we've had just a ton of rain. I came out a few days ago to check it, see if I could get back here. I could, but since I've been, and it hasn't rained since then, but since I've been, the water's come up probably another foot. And it was a disaster trying to get back in here this morning. I ended up falling in the water up to my knee. And now I've got one of my boots was completely filled with water, so my socks are wet. It's not super cold, it's mid-40s, but it's enough. My feet are pretty darn cold right now. Got back here and ran into a bunch of does just right up here, pretty close to where I'm sitting right now. Took them forever to get out of there. They couldn't tell quite what it was. I was down on my hands and knees, kind of crawling like a dog, and they just kept, they'd run away and then they'd come back and look. And finally, I couldn't sit there much longer. I'd sit there for, 20 minutes or more with them blowing. So I finally got up and they ran off right here by this trail. You can see this trail right in front of me. It's really heavily used. I come back here quite a bit and I've never seen this trail this beat down. So, and that's right where they ran. So since they're rutting like they are right now, since at the middle of the rut, I'm not too worried about spooking them off, because I know that bucks will cruise through here quite a bit during the rut just to check if they're still there. So I think we're gonna be okay. I've killed a deer right in here before, 2 years ago, and he was chasing a doe. So had another one about 100 yards from where I'm right now. I had a pretty nice buck out in front of me. Ended up having a pack of dogs chase him off. So right as I was about to shoot him. So it's a pretty good spot. And I think with the water and how hard it is to get back here, I doubt there's going to be anybody back here. So, well, it's November 12th. Yesterday was kind of a rough day for me. I didn't see a whole lot. I saw some does. Jumped a few deer walking in yesterday afternoon, but came back kind of that same area. But I'm across the creek from where I was yesterday. Found a way in where I didn't get soaked. This is a spot that I set pretty much every year. This is a good spot to sit during the rut. Kind of at the edge of a woods over to my right here. Gets real thick. Got some open woods off to my left and out in front of me. Also have an open field about 100 yards in front of me. Creek just behind me and another one over to my left. So it's a pretty good funnel area. It's almost 10 o'clock. Finally decided I was going to sit down and eat something. Sure enough, as soon as I did, I turned around, there's a doe about 30 yards behind me. Watched her, actually got her on video till she left, decided to start eating again, turned around, there's a spike sitting there. The spike might have been 3-pointer, but he's in the same spot, but he didn't follow her, he branched off somewhere. So that deer that was behind me that I was talking about, that spike or 3-pointer, I couldn't tell. He's right there. He was there the whole time I was talking. He's limping real bad, but I can hear him grunting right there. He's walking very, very slow. I tried to shoot him, but I can hear him coughing. I tried to shoot him, but I never got a shot. I couldn't get him stopped right there. And I only got one little clearing right here back behind me. But he looks like he's in pretty bad pain. I may climb down and see if I can't get a shot on him. He's right on the other side of these cedars. I don't know. Well, it's 7:40 on the 13th of November. Just saw my first deer in this spot. I'm about 125 yards from where I was yesterday. I'm at this creek just right in front of me where it looks like they're crossing where I think that the 2 deer that I saw yesterday probably crossed. There's a lot more tracks there too. There's a good buck tracks. Thought I'd set up here. Of course, I set up here. Now they're going to start crossing about 75 yards that way. So that doe I just saw was directly behind me, straight downwind, probably 60, 70 yards. She went up on that big ridge there with some oaks. Walked around there yesterday. There's still quite a few acorns on the ground, so I'm going to sit here till probably about 10 o'clock this morning. Then the wind's supposed to change out of the north. And I'm going to move back to where I found that scrape yesterday. It's not far from here. But it sets up good for the wind. I wanted to set it this morning. But this wind wasn't going to allow it, so wind's supposed to switch again it's supposed to switch out of the northwest around 10 o'clock this morning, so I'll probably make the change then and set for the rest of the day. That's a good sign. That's more than what I've been seeing, so maybe they'll get up and move around a little bit with this wind going. It's about 3:30. I got it moved around 10:30, 11 o'clock today. Wind switched and moved to this bottom Honda scrape right now that I'd found yesterday. That scrape's just right out in front of me here. And just on the other side of that tree. So I can't actually see the scrape. I could see a deer if it was there just through the tree, but the wind has just been awful. It swirled around for a long time. Now it's blowing pretty steadily. 20, 30 mile an hour gusts. It's died down for just a second, but it'll come back. It just keeps coming back. So it seems like it's either just dead still or 30 miles an hour. I can't ever get that good in between. So been sitting here since I got up here about lunch, about 12, so I haven't seen anything. I really expect these deer to come from in front of me. This is really thick, what I'm facing out in front of me, and usually these deer in the evenings will be coming out of here, heading across this really open field with oak flat over there. They'll head back out in that more open stuff. But I have had them come up from this way behind me too, so doesn't happen because my wind is blowing just straight behind me. It's directly into my face. So problem with what I've got now is it's just so thick. They're gonna be on top of me by the time I see them. So I have to kind of keep my eyes peeled. Pretty sure he's dead. Man, he snuck up on me. I was not ready for that. I knew they were going to be right on top of me but with this wind, I couldn't hear a thing. He had just made one little sound like a cough or something, and I looked up and I could just see his legs through the trees there. Didn't have cameras on or anything. He was kind of scrambling to get it on camera, but made a good shot, I think. He's down right there. He went maybe 30, 40 yards. I'm pretty sure he's gone. Went right to that scrape. Here's that little scrape he was checking. Not much of one, but it is one. There he is. That's a nice deer. Not bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's bigger than I thought he was. Quite a bit bigger than I thought he was. Nice. Exit. Kind of a high shot. Pretty deer. I need to clean him up some. Yeah. And they're watching me. Dang. I was sitting there taking pictures of my deer. I look up at another buck. It was about, probably about 40 yards from me. Bigger than this deer. He just sitting there watching me. I videoed him. He finally took off, but it's a good deer. It's a good spot. Well, we made it back to the truck. Ended up dragging it a half mile. Then went and got Sam and the dolly to get it the rest of the way. But it was a good hunt. Thanks for the help, buddy. Now it's Sam's turn. Next video you see should be Sam. Later.